And we are still live. This is Adwikta.
This is Merps coming at you.
If you're watching this on YouTube, we just finished off the Lightforge, and now we are going to do the Arena Coop, and it's going to be Druid today. So it's going to take us a little, like an extra second to set up. But one thing I do want to talk about first is... crap. Alright.
It's an important topic, guys.
Crap.
Stick around.
Crap is a very important topic. One thing I do want to talk about is our Feed the Goat campaign, which you can see in the upper right-hand corner if you're watching this on YouTube, which we've started to get some support from you guys if you want to, and it'll allow us to create more content and dedicate more of our times to creating content. You watch the video. There's a video. It'll also be linked up there, and it basically like outlines what it would take for us to become professional content providers, which I know you guys want to happen and we definitely want to make happen, but it's rougher than you may think. So we'll see how that goes, but definitely the goat is a big part of it. So
count me in.
All right, Ricky Son 33. Speaking of the goat campaign, thanks for feeding the goat. The way the goat works is that there's a ladder on the left-hand side that has goals, and when we meet these goals of pledges, we'll start producing like the extra content, and we're like very close. I think we're now only like $20 away from Merp streaming on Mondays. And if you're just watching this on YouTube, you may think, streaming, what does that have to do with me? Well, if you like our 12 win run series, more streaming means more chances of that'll happen, and more streaming also means more chances we'll do co-ops with other people, and that'll also make it onto YouTube. And there's more chances for highlights, and then we'll get more highlight reels on a more frequent basis. And it's just us getting more involved. So definitely check out the Feed the Go campaign and watch our video for that if you're into how like this kind of stuff works from like a business side. I think we try to do very transparent stuff, so that's why we use Patreon. It shows you exactly how much money we're getting from this. So okay, let's talk about. I think we play a children's card game of Wizard Poker, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Also, this haters command isn't working. I want to try it out.
Is the haters command really not working?
Mm-hmm. See?
Oh, man.
It's crazy. Yes, Vera, you get coaching with Merp, but you have to be arena coaching my gym sessions.
Jared Asparrow just pledged $92.
Wow.
Whoa,
dude,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That is definitely in. So now Merps is definitely streaming on Monday.
All right, guys. All right,
It's
Jared.
happening.
I will sing you a song personally. Well, probably not. Like this depends on whether you like terrible siren singing or not. But thank you so much, and Ricky Son as well. Thank you. You guys are really making this possible. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay. Box WI. You guys. I wouldn't necessarily say you guys get control over my life with this Patreon thing. Or at least if you do, let's not phrase it that way because that just makes me sad. And Vera, it is only arena coaching. It is not any other coaching. Although I'm probably better at the other coaching than I am at, because I've never coached before. So we can define it as not exactly coaching. It's just another co-op, and you get to play with me. Yeah.
Like a co-op. But one of the things, if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't really want to contribute, but you have personal goals of trying to get us to coach you, Merps has a drawing for patron coaching that's already been triggered. So at the end of the month, we're going to do a drawing, and then he's going to coach someone for the first time ever coaching anyone in Hearthstone. So of course it'll be the best coach.
This is gonna be a shit show,
and it'll be on stream too. So, but you get to pick the time. Okay, anyway, let's start with Druid.
Let's do it.
We've also changed up the schedule, if you guys notice. So Lightforge is getting published before the Arena Coop. This way you can actually listen to the Lightforge before watching the Arena Coop, which is how we record it. And so you can actually hear us talk about Druid before we play this, which I know was a weird system that was going on before. But Lightforge now is going to come out overnight between Sunday night and Monday night. And Arena Coop is going to be released sometime like latest Monday night.
I'm waiting. I'm just dancing until you share your screen.
Yeah. Fawasti HS, thanks for subbing. And Oberon, also, thanks for subbing earlier during the Lightforge. Thanks for feeding the goat. It's all really appreciated. Okay. And we're definitely not going to talk as much about the GOAT ever again. This is just us setting it up right now.
Twilight Drake.
How do I share my screen with you anymore?
You used to be able to do this. You used to.
Sorry, I just installed Windows 10 and it's like messing everything up. And by that I mean I just don't know how to use it. It's actually been like as smooth of a process to upgrade as it could possibly be, I think.
Alright, it's fine. I could honestly just look at the stream and then I will just spectate you in game.
Alright, there we go. I'm sharing my screen now.
Are you now?
Sorry for the setup, YouTube viewers. I know this is a great way to convince you guys to feed the GOAT.
Yes.
See the high quality content we're producing. Okay, so this is the first pick. What do you think, Merps?
Twilight Drake. Twilight Drake? Twilight Drake.
It's good to see you again.
Do I need to explain more?
Alright, MNC Epiphany, 3 months in a row. Thanks for the sub.
Thanks for subbing, man. Thank you for returning. We hope you will return for many, many more months.
Yeah, and MNC Epiphany, by the way, was the first person to like actually call us out on our retraction of our stats for the offering rates. He tweeted at us and he was like, "Look at your stats. This can't possibly be right." And then I was like, "Oh yeah." Like I had a feeling it was like kind of off before, and I hadn't looked at it too carefully. And then he was very pushy about it, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, we'll look at it more." And then we looked at it, and it was just like there was some miscommunication going in, and we published a full retraction on Reddit. So thanks, MSC Epiphany. Who knows how long that would have stayed there? I don't think it would have stayed there too long. Battle Ooze was already on the case like the day after that, but we definitely appreciate it.
Yep. Battle Ooze, if you feed the GOAT $300, we do not include airfare. We do not include airfare in that. That if we did,
Ghosts don't fly.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, Micro Machine or Mookless Champion? Definitely Micro Machine, right? I don't want a Mookless Champion.
I don't want a Mookless Champion. Well, here's that card that you severely underrated.
Yeah, so we're doing a tier list update overnight, and Argent Horse Rider is going to move up 4 points.
Yeah,
and I kind of wanted to move it up even more, and Merps was hating on it. So
well, you can't say that I'm hating it after you put it at like a 50 something initially, like
Fine.
a low 50s initially.
Well, now you're hating on it more than I am, right? I'm fully on board with the Argent Horse Rider being a ridiculously amazing card.
Man, the way you spin this, crazy. So what do you think of Innervate now? I haven't really got a chance to play with Innervate after TGT.
I mean, weren't you the one that thinks board is super important now?
Yeah.
So Innervate. I want to innervate. I know Hearth Arena's picking Wolf by like a point, but I want to innervate here.
You want to innervate?
She's so good in this meta, yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Manju93 says, first time catching the stream before the run has started. Love you guys. I actually watched all your past Coop because I thought they were so educational. Average skyrocketed to like 5.7, but my record has been suffering since TGT. Any advice to get to that 7 sweet spot? No quick tips, man. Just listen to our stuff and keep playing, and try to apply like the more general concepts. You'll get there. This is not actually like a rough meta. I know we talked about difficulty before, and I said my win rate's been kind of the same, but it's actually gone up a lot in the past week as I think the meta settles a bit more, and we're like ahead of the curve on that. So you can see our record right now. Our on-stream record is like 7.8 wins per run or something. Excluding the Hafu run, just like me and Merps. My personal record was like 8.3 if you discount Warrior.
Yeah,
it's been good.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. And like yesterday, I just had a 12-win Pally as well. I think this is because when the game gets a little bit slower, then you have a bigger sample size for potential. You have more moves. You have a chance to outplay your opponent, or just play the game that you want to play. So.
So we don't really have many choices. Are you really going to argue for a Dark Scale healer here?
No.
Good.
Not with what we have.
Yeah, right. We don't have anything to heal.
Yeah. Everything we have is really small. Okay.
Bill Guncrash says, any chance we could put a cooldown on the GOAT and quote commands? There is a cooldown on the GOAT, actually, or else it would be spammed even more. I don't know if I can control that, but definitely the quote command I can put a cooldown on. Merps, why don't you talk about these picks?
Yeah, sure. I want to see... Oh, just try out the haters command. All right, well, these are all pretty good. Frost Elemental, I think, has gotten better as well. It's one of those cards that we kept on raising throughout all of the tier
Mhm.
list updates. But let's see, in terms of three, we have a decent amount of threes. I'm okay with just taking the Yeti and just saying, all right, it's a good four. You know, the value between Scar Crusader and Yeti is like really the same, but we could use another four. I'm comfortable with the Yeti here. What about you?
Hearth Arena, I don't know if you've been looking at it, but has the Yeti up by like 1 point. I
Yeah,
think Druid's still in need of four drops more than threes, and we have an Innervate, and that really helps. So
it
I don't
does
see
help.
Frost Elemental as necessary here compared to the Druid.
Yeah, I think it's good. You can't really go wrong with any of those picks. Ooh. Living Roots. Good card. I haven't played much of Druid. This is crazy. I've actually been playing a lot of Hunters and Warriors in TGT. So
Why? The warrior part.
I just like playing Hunters, period. And it's
No, I mean
always
the
been-
warrior part.
Oh, the Warrior.
I understand Hunter.
I don't know. I play late at night, so the thought process sometimes gets fuzzy late at night.
Yeah.
All right, how many beasts do we have?
Nope, nothing. We're taking a claw. This isn't even a choice.
No, we don't.
We have 0 beasts. This is not going to be a beast druid.
You want the loot hoarder, I know, right?
Well,
I know
Hearth
you-
Arena wants the Silent Knight. I do want the Loot Hoarder, actually. I'm so big on the Loot Hoarder. Loot Hoarder is also moving up. The stats are backing me up on this. Like, one of the first predictions I made of, like, besides, like, removals, right? Like, one of the first minion predictions I made for old cards that are going to get better or worse was that Loot Hoarder was going to get much better. And so far, the stats have borne me out, and so we're raising it by a bit. Hearth Arena will still pick Silent Knight, actually, even after we move it.
Yeah, I think I would still pick Silent Knight, but it's close. Like, if you want to make a big push for loot hoarder, I'm okay with it, but I think I would still pick Silent Knight.
Yeah, it's just Loot Hoarder and Druid is not as necessary, mostly because you're not going to be hurting for 2 drops, right? Druid is the
Yeah.
curve class, so it's going to happen. But then again, by the same token, right? Who needs a Silent Knight? I want a Loot Hoarder.
Okay.
Even aggro decks need some card draw, right? So
Look, I'm okay with whatever. With whatever.
Swipe.
Sorry, Apex. I know what you're looking at here. But hey, think of it this way: Swipe is a 1/4, right? You deal 1 damage to one, one thing, and you deal 4 damage to another thing. It's
pretty much a 1/4.
It's a 1/4 exactly.
Wangstro says, can you explain why Loot Hoarder is getting better? So Loot Hoarder gets better because when the meta slows down, you want enough cards to keep up, but you can never like actually just sacrifice your curve, especially on the 2-drop, or else you lose the board. So Loot Hoarder fills that like vague spot, right? Like it's pretty much a 2-drop, and on top of that, you get a card back. So it's like excellent for any kind of slower meta. And so with the prediction that the meta slows down, Loot Hoarder is pretty much definitely going to get better, and it has gotten better. Zombie Chow.
Yes, definitely Zombie Chow. Kumius Harrelson. Do you think a lot of players overrate Totem Golem?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Well, because part of the question depends on like what do quote unquote a lot of people think of Totem Golem. If they think of it as
Right.
a top tier card, then yes, they are overrated. But
If they think of it as just like a good card in the 60s, then no, we have them in the 60s. It's the 60s. Those cards actually are performing very well compared to where we have them, but we just don't think it's justified, so we haven't actually moved them up. If you go by pure stats, the 2 totems that they added have been doing pretty well. Like, it's been in the 70s, the low 70s.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so
We,
they want a Venture Co here. Hearth Arena wants a Venture Co.
I kinda
Early
want
Rockjaw
the
Trog is also okay, I think.
I kind of want the Trog. What about you?
The thing with the Venture Code, though, is that if you're in this like vaguely aggro-ish kind of like deck that we're building, they have to actually remove it. They can't actually just let it sit down unless they have an Annoyotron.
Right. I think it's okay. Like Venture Co has gotten a little bit better. Because Trog kind of does the same thing, right? Like if you're ahead, it like how do they come back? They kind of have to use a spell. They almost have to.
Well, not anymore. They don't. Right.
Yeah.
They Murloc Knight.
I think if it were just me, I would take the Trog. It is close. Like this is not one that I'm going to fight fight for.
Yeah, I do think it's close.
I think it's very close. Any
All
consideration?
right, let's take the Trog.
Take the Trog? Okay.
So we're not making a Beast Druid. There's no consideration for a Lost Tall Strider as a Beast, and I'd rather have a Trog than a 5/4.
Yeah.
Would I rather? Yeah, it's a Trog. It's not like a 3/5. I wouldn't rather have a 3/5 than a 5/4, but a Trog, yeah. So someone in the chat asked whether we have already raised hard removals. Yes, we raised hard removals for the TGT meta before TGT even came out, like on the day of, because that was so obvious that was going to happen.
Yeah,
and that has
definitely.
happened. And you'll see us raise some like weirdly, vaguely hard removals up now as well, like Fireball and things like that, in this next update. Okay, let's take the Trog.
Let's do it.
Frosty HS says, is Hungry Crab going up? Yup, but it is not going up by that much. I was the hater there. Merps wanted it up by like freaking 6 points or something. I shut that down. It's only going up by a tiny bit.
Yeah, and the reason I wanted 6 points is because even raising it 6 points because right now it's in like Siberia, right? For tier list values, it's just in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
Flesh eating?
Flesh eating. Savage.
we kinda
We
need
don't
it.
even have a fast deck. We just have a
No.
weird deck.
We have a rampy like. Yeah, I mean this deck has no win condition right now, but we still have half a draft to build a win condition.
Exactly. Just
So
take a
we
Flesh
could
Eating.
take a Savage Roar, and that would be a win condition. We have 2 1-drops. We have 4 2-drops.
Synergize
And we
with
have
the Horse Rider, I guess.
yeah,
So-
like we basically have our curve already. So we're just going to be picking big cards and like powerful spells and utility
Right.
cards from here on out.
But then if we have the board and if we're forced to trade, Flesh Eating is also good.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
I think I'll go with
So-
the Flesh Eating here.
Yeah.
Hearth Arena's like shouting at us to take the Flesh Eating. I don't want to like totally ignore that.
Flame Juggler.
Uh-huh.
Really good. Nice. I like this.
Oh yeah, there's a
there's
big
that
card.
we talked about. By big card, you mean the Hungry Dragon the Hungry Crab after it eats up a Murloc Knight, right?
Piloted, still bigger.
Oh.
Perfect,
really?
perfect.
Nice.
That's the cards you want to see, right? Because we're building this
Yeah,
like an
yeah.
aggro rogue almost. So now we sprint.
Yeah, now we sprint. Let's sprint. Let's
Oh, look at this great card.
let's charge. Oh, people wanted the crab. Of course they want the crab. I'm sorry, guys. We still need twos. One, two.
We don't
three,
need
four,
2s at all.
five.
Like we don't even need 2s remotely. I would take the lowly squire if not for the fact that we're druid and it doesn't really do all that much in druid.
It still does something.
Not really. Did you take a lowly squire here?
I
Go
might.
for the consistency.
I might.
Because it lets you pick non-2-drops going forward at least if you take a Rivet Croc.
Because on turn one, it's like it's decent, right? And later on, you just pick a turn in which you're hero powering anyways, and you have 1 extra mana, and boom, it's how is it any different from River Croc? How is it any different from Ship's Cannon? Like early game, it's it fills its role, and late
Yeah,
game,
you're
it's
right.
just
You know what?
as
You're
good,
right. You're right. Let's do
So
it.
yeah. Okay, we got some. We got a fatty. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. We need more of these. I want like the big cards.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Dark
no,
Iron,
Dark Iron Dwarf.
should hit, and we have
Yup.
yeah.
We still need 1/3.
Yeah. Well, Ooze is a fine pickup here.
Really?
the-
You want the ooze over a Noyotron?
Yeah, I do.
Earth Arena really wants the ooze as well. But a Noyotron's that kind of like utility card we're talking about, right? Ooze is more like a curve card.
We still don't have enough solid twos, I think.
Yeah, we do.
Look at it. What?
We have 5.
We have 4. Do you count Micro Machine as a solid 2? I don't.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it comes out as a 2/2 if
Nah,
initially
whatever.
you don't have the board, right? Like
Swamp
so
Ooze
I-
also can like, be a late game card too.
What?
Swamp Ooze can be a late game card too. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, definitely. It holds its value. Sold the forest.
It's happening.
Sold the forest.
It's so happening.
Oh god, is it
Hey, it
that
synergizes with Living Roots. That's right, it does, Hearth Arena. It does.
Dude, we could get. Oh, imagine that turn if we get. Dude, if we get Dark Whispers, Soul of the Forest. Yeah. How? Ooh.
Darnassus.
Ooh.
See, now we have like 7 twos. It's like very unnecessary.
It's fine. The twos that we drafted, especially the ooze, it keeps its value, right?
Mukla, that's
yeah.
a utility card that I want.
Nice. Okay, this is looking better. This is
All right,
looking
Druid of the
good.
Claw.
Druid of the Claw. All right, this deck is coming together. Now, what rare card do we want with this? Just give us a Dark Whispers.
Or
Okay.
Sunwalker. Would you
Or
take a
I guess-
Sunwalker?
Yeah, I guess I will. I guess I'll just take a premium rare.
Man, Deathlord's getting so much. Apparently, Hearth Arena is really worried about our 3s. All right, I'm really worried about our 3s too. But we have an Innervate. We have a bunch of 1s.
Yeah, we have some.
That'll
ones.
have to do.
Right. Like Claw might be a turn 3 play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just might have to be. And turn 3s have always been awkward for most decks. It's just been awkward.
Yep.
Sorry guys, no Sabby Sabs today.
No Sabby
No
Sabs.
Sabby Sabs.
If you guys are wondering what the heck Sabby Sab is, on Thursday's stream, Merbs dubbed the Saboteur Sabby Sab.
It
and
is.
it caught on.
Like a wildfire.
Alright.
Alright, one sec guys. I need to remove the dust bath from the chinchillas.
And I'm snipping the deck list, if you're wondering why I'm looking intently at something. So, if you have any questions, we'll answer some. This deck it plays pretty normally, right? Like, I compared it to a rogue deck. It really is a rogue deck. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has about 5 big things, which is like way too small for this meta. But then it has a lot of chargers, and it has Nourish for the card advantage. So it's still a very fast deck, but it has no reach. Like, it has very little reach, and it's going to but it has decent card advantage too. It's not the best when it comes to. Oh god, do I have to figure out where I saved it for? Okay, so it's not the best when it comes to how this meta is going, but it has a lot of tricky ways that it can win the game, right? Like, it actually has win conditions. It has the Muklas. It has the Soul of the Forest. And you're always in control. We have a good amount of, like Innervate, Claw, Living Roots, Swipe, all these buffs, Argent Horse Riders. So, for the little stuff, you can't really get too much value out of us.
Yeah. All right, let's play this thing.
Let's play this thing. It's a classic aggro Druid, by the way. I don't think it's as aggro as Hearth Arena thinks. Hearth Arena deck, by the way, is in the chat right now.
Yep.
But it's definitely not, you may look at all the big cards in Nourish and think, oh, it's a late game deck. It's not a late game deck. We're not going to be able to compete in card advantage with other decks. But we will not run out of steam, and we will kill them before we need to. That's what this deck has to do.
Yep. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's do it. 64 is the average deck tier score. We're a little bit above 64. I like that we have a bunch of ramp mechanics, because it makes weird things happen, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Dubstool, I agree. I like this deck as well. I think it can go 10 plus wins.
Yeah, I'm only going 8.
Could, but yeah, I think 8 is a good estimate. I'll go with 8 as well. It is possible. A lot of things are possible, guys. A lot of things are possible.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Okay, coin is decent. You want to keep the flesh eating, assuming that we'll have the board, so it's probably going to just be a 4-3. Okay.
Exactly.
We don't have. Okay, sure.
Because we have a lot of 2s and
Yeah.
1s. We'll draw into something. We're missing our 3s.
Oh, this is bad.
So much for that.
This is really bad, actually. We need to get this 2.
Emporial says, at Adwick Merbs, is the grinning go based on Adwick's profile? I was struck by the resemblance. It's We did have a very heavy hand in how it looked, so it does kind of look like me, I think, from like the nose down. I think it looks more like Merps from the nose up. So it's our goat, man. It's our goat.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, I mean,
it's our
coin is
goat.
fine.
Micro Machine, Micro Machine.
Micro Machine first. Also, because this plays around Argent lands, right?
Does
Yes.
it? Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I was thinking if you Acidic Swampoo's now and then you Micro Machine, you can Shatter Sun the Micro Machine and the Micro Machine will live instead of the Acidic Swampoo's. But you know, maybe that's thinking too hard about it. We could Innervate out the Twilight Drake.
To get a 4/4.
That doesn't seem too good, does it?
No, it does not.
Alright, Value Clown, thanks for subbing. Welcome to the Grinning Goat.
Thank you.
Okay, so we just kill it in Swampoo's empty.
Yeah, I think so.
We could Innervate the Shattered Sun. That's actually like a really good move that he has no way to play around. And then we can Flesh Eating and trade the Shattered in.
Ooh.
It's like super tricky.
Super tricky. It
Because
is.
you Innervate to get some card advantage, right? This gets card advantage.
It does. It's
And it keeps a really scary thing on the board. I'm with it.
Time waits
Okay.
for no one.
yeah. It's kind of a inefficient innervate, but muster would be bad. I mean, yes. It's like what we talked about in the Light Forge, right? Sometimes they muster and they win. Oh, it's Savvy Sab. He's
It is
returned.
Savvy
He's
Sab.
back for us. Okay, just play Flesh Eating, trade the 3/2.
Push forward.
It's good. Micro Rager? Yeah, dude. This thing is gonna
Yeah.
rage hard. It is
He
gonna
better
rage
have
hard.
like something right now. I don't even know what.
I'm not sure.
That's
That's a
not
good
it.
thing. That's a good thing though. That's
I don't know why there's a slight lag on my client. I don't know how to get rid of it, so we're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Do we soul the forest and go face?
Yeah, I mean that keeps board presence on there, right?
Yeah, and we can Dark Iron. Because I'm not sure what a Twilight Drake is doing.
I'm not sure either. Yeah, we're definitely going face. I guess Soul of the Forest. Because, like, are we getting the better Soul of the Forest, right? Because at this point, we're going to potentially... Oh, God, I thought you were like, no, it's just too tough.
It's
I'm just gonna
over.
concede. I'm just going to concede right here. It's over. It's over,
It's
guys.
over.
No, I'm fine with Soul of the Forest here. Because at this point, I think we're going to start to lose the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think in terms of, like, tempo, like, this is where we can afford to actually...
Because we talk about ending the game, right?
Yeah, we did.
What's he gonna do? Kill both of them?
People are thinking you're just gonna hit concede. Oh. Ooh.
I like this. We don't have spells.
I like this a lot. Haha. Well, we do, but then hopefully the swipe will just end the game before we give him a swipe. All right, what you got, Paladin? What do you have? Are you gonna fire the rocket? Or fire
No,
the...
he's gonna concede.
Gotta concede, bro.
Is that a concede? Oh man, we don't actually win, do we?
Do not actually win. So he showed no way of actually dealing with that, like dealing 3 damage, right? He had 5 mana to deal 3 damage. He didn't do it. So we could like Dark Iron Dwarf the 2/2 into the 2/4 and then just go face with the 6/3. And because 2 things die, we actually don't miss out on any damage at all.
Well, we miss out on the Dark Iron Dwarf damage.
We do. All right, so we miss out on like 2, you know what I mean, right? We're not missing out
Yeah.
on actually that much damage.
Fine.
And we have that read, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the read that we have.
Yep. I think it's fine. I think it's a good way to hedge it instead of just going face.
Right, exactly.
Like, he could stabilize, but then we pilot a Sky Golem, we put him in another tough spot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty okay with this.
It's fine. Like
Yeah,
if you
if most deal says 2 damage, but you clear a body. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
2 damage at this point is like half his health, right? So it's not like just like 2
so
damage.
he's dead. Okay.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
On the board.
On the board. Oh, right. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Well, this game ended pretty quickly.
Yes, it did.
All the while, the victory is yours.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. We played 1 minion that cost 2 mana or less that game. It's 1-0. 1-0, guys.
Malfurion versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
I must protect.
All right. Well, keep the innervate. That just, I guess this is our curve. 1 into Trog.
I don't think that works.
It doesn't really work.
Because
But...
he dropped something. We actually have to like respond to it if we won.
Okay, so how about we... What?
Just lowly square and keep it innervate.
Or we drop the Squire and keep the other 2. There's quite a few ways to do this. It's kind of like, do we want to innervate out?
Well, maybe he doesn't coin out a 2. Then we just win, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's just win.
Okay. Innervate's always tricky. Innervate is always tricky. Oh, and this is like also
So many ways to win.
so many ways. Also, so many ways to lose. Like you innervate out the Trog and you just Shadow Word Pains, and then
Nope,
this.
so many ways to win.
And then it just feels bad, man. All right, let's do it.
No, we don't have a follow-up.
Damn it! I want to do it.
Really?
No.
I don't have a follow-up.
Damn it! All right.
Follow-up is Flame
All right,
Juggler.
go for the turn.
I mean, Flame
4.
Juggler's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, well, okay. You can also save it for the turn 4 Argent Commander if you want, but then it becomes even more awkward because you already have a turn 4 in your hand, right?
Fine.
We're using real swords.
Fine. Let's see if he has it.
Yeah, it's. There were definitely different ways you could.
Because it's not like a super powerful thing.
It's not a super
Oh,
thing.
this is good.
Okay, this is good. Sure.
We'll just ooze him after we hit it.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
We're using real swords.
Nice. Got the board. Not much you can do here. He hasn't used the coin yet, right?
Worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
You can do that. It's pretty good.
Cool.
Alright, we'll Yeti and eat it with the Burly Rock Draw.
Yeah, yeah.
We're using real swords.
Because if he Holy Novas, he Holy Novas.
Oh yeah, that Holy Nova is absolutely fine.
We've spent 4 cards, he spent 2. He'd be up 1 card, we'd have the board, I'll take it.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, Flame Juggler Hero Power. Oh, Flame Juggler Argent Horse Rider.
Well, we Flame Juggler first.
It's getting hot in here.
Never lucky. Okay, Argent. Oh,
You want to just Hero Power the 4/5?
I kind of
And
do.
then eat it?
Damn it! Oh,
Like, really
man.
go into that Holy Nova?
Oh man, I mean,
Like, so hardcore?
I'm
It's not even
thinking
funny
about
how
it,
much
but-
that goes into the Holy Nova.
No, just Horse Rider, and then we can Argent Commander. Damn it!
Don't worry,
Damn
loves. The
it.
cavalry's here.
I had to think about it though. I had to think about it.
Okay, because I thought it was pretty obvious we don't play super hard into the Holy Nova when he has that much
Well,
health.
okay. There's a reason I was laughing as I was pitching the
Alright.
idea. Oh man,
Like, this Holy Nova is still not good for him.
no, it's
It's actually
not.
worse than it was last turn. That's, again, pretty pointless for it.
Yes, it is. Ooh.
Yeah, we do it.
Yeah, we do
We
it.
Soul of the Forest and we hero power down to 3-5.
Yes, with the Yeti.
With the Yeti, yep.
Yep, do it. It's not getting any better than this. This is how we grab the board.
Yep. So you see this Soul of the Forest thing. Pretty good, huh? 2 games now.
Alright, what's the play from him here?
Zeru says, Adukta, I have a Druid question. How come Innervate is rated higher than Wild Growth? The latter can give you more mana and can cycle itself. Well, it also makes everything come out slower, so you don't have the board when you play it. So you're always coming from behind. You, like, put yourself behind. That's why it's worse.
And you don't have control over it, right? Like, the game doesn't ask you, hey, when do you want this extra mana? You just always get it turn after turn, which could be great, which could be nice, but with Innervate, you get to control exactly when you want that. Oh no!
This is happening.
Oh god, I'm sorry. Oh jeez. This is not fair. It's not fair.
We might have missed lethal, but I don't care.
Did we?
10. No. We didn't miss lethal. We were pretty far from lethal. I just seeing how up we are, I just assumed we had lethal. So remember all those win conditions that I really wanted to draft, and then we drafted a bunch of them? Well, they're all kind of coming into play now.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's still not out of the woods. That's not gonna really save him.
Oh man. Okay.
So the
We have
Sergeant Commander is
10.
going to end things.
Yep. We have exact lethal. Yay.
Well played.
And that is why board initiative is so good.
Yay!
Priest was just backpedaling the entire time.
Mm-hmm. So we got board initiative this time because he just didn't do much for the first couple turns, which is kind of death as Priest. And the last time is we did use an Innervate, right? We used the tricky Innervate.
Oh man. Yeah, tricky Innervate. But the innervating out the Trog, it was good. And look, this all could backfire, right? We innervated out the
Yeah.
Shadowed Sun, like someone in the chat said. What if he has muster? We lose. We flat out lose. Like we lose so hard. What happens if
I don't
you
know how this deck wins if they have muster though.
Yeah, well, you could say that with a lot of decks, right? It's like, oh, what happens if they muster in turn 3? You just lose. And that's what happens.
That's what happens.
You move on.
I must protect the wild.
Extra card. Toss all this.
Yep. Toss all of these wonderful cards.
They're good. They're just not good for us right now. Oh, we have a zombie chow.
We win this game.
What? When did we have that card? It's ridiculous.
Nerve asked why we kept everything on the board instead of trading more stuff off. Because we didn't want the Mech Yeti to be susceptible to Holy Nova.
Yeah.
Oh no, with Lowly Squire and Trog, and then go face with the. I don't remember that turn well enough to answer that. But yeah, we Zombie Chow.
Yep.
We Zombie Chow, we Flame Juggler, and eat up his 2/3 because the Flame Juggler is not going to miss, and then we are going to coin out the Twilight Drake.
PRXR LOL. Thanks for the support, man. Thanks for the kind words. We're pretty excited as well.
Yeah. It's for people looking at the Feed the Go campaign. This isn't going to happen like in a month or two, right? It's going to be a pretty long process to work its way up to that much. Or maybe it'll happen in a week or two, who knows. Everything's been going faster than we expect it to.
Let's juggle.
It feels more like a several months kind of thing to a half year or maybe even up to a year. What the heck is he doing? Fine.
Do you care that he pings?
I don't know, we could just shattered it. I don't see why we would do anything else besides shattered it.
Okay, yeah, and then we have the Dark Iron Dwarf as a fault. If
Yeah.
we didn't draw the Dark Iron Dwarf, I would say I don't really care, and I might just coin out, you know, like the Twilight Drake or something, right? But
No, you just whatever he's doing,
He's
you just
doing,
screw with
you-
him.
you wanna
You
screw
screw with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like he has a plan. Well, yeah, now he's gonna ping it. My understanding of this is so limited right now. We're just gonna Twilight Drake.
Twilight Drake, it's the exact same thing as Druid of the Claw. Well, not exactly, but you could always silence it. Wizard? I mean, sure. He still kind of needs to.
Fireball it. Go for it. Very comfortable with him fireballing that. Oh, Flame Lance. Same deal.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Wizard.
Druid of the Claw.
Yeah, Druid of the Claw. And if he like chooses to Wizard, then that's cool.
We still have a coin.
We do. We've never needed it because he has been pinging all this time, so we're okay at playing our like very slow rate.
Uh-huh. Well, we can use it now to send a 4 damage Argent Horse Rider in with our 3/2. Or we can Cho and Yeti coin out the Horse Rider, trade everything in, and keep H. Yeah, I like that better. Because he can't flame strike at all, like not even close.
Yeah, okay. Like that's just like the safest kind of most
Yeah.
vanilla play it, right? 'Cause
Mhm.
I was looking at going face, but
Yeah,
no, that's
no, this is the pointless. We're up. We're up. We have Nourish.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Push forward.
right. And
Like we're getting damage on him.
he's been so slow that it would not surprise me at all if he had a flame strike in hand, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or like 2 flame strikes even. Yeah, this is fine. And next turn we can still do Dark Iron, Argent Horse Riders, shenanigans. This is where he spreads.
Well, we're 1 damage off lethal.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Nope, we're not 1 damage off lethal.
Interesting. Huh. Okay, well, I guess this is a great setup for Flame Strike. Just spread everywhere. Okay.
Well, we're not playing the Dark Iron into this.
No. We're
So
not.
we'll Horse Rider and Claw and Hero
Oh,
Power.
Hero Power, and that's about it. Sure.
Uh-huh.
How do we? Man, this is. What's the
Alright, we'll
horse-
trade the Horse Rider and the other Horse Rider into the Freezy guy. We'll use our face onto the Wormy guy. We'll eat up the other stuff.
Okay, sure. That sounds good.
Time waits for no one.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Like, he just played a bunch of little stuff. I am not worried in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, horsey guys and wormy guys. Got it.
Like, if he Flame Strikes this, he's still gonna have to trade everything away.
He's still gonna have to trade everything, and then we
And
have
we have this
Nourish.
Nourish.
Yeah.
He should probably Flame Strike, because I'm gonna get a better one. Okay. You have Iron Forge Rifleman?
It's a shiv.
Oh, it's a Polymorph Boar!
Oh, cool.
Alright, fine. Ping it, kill it with a 1/1. Works for me.
And then he's gonna kill the 2/1 with that thing. Okay.
Wow, he has all little cards.
Gotcha. Wow. All right, I'm feeling good.
I'm okay with winning right
The
now.
hero power, and yeah, I'm quite okay with this. Yeah, let's kill off that thing. I don't see a need to we're in a winning position. Just make the safe play. We're good. We have a Nourish. We have a Dark Iron. We're up by 3 cards over this guy with initiative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll be
Aw, a Tournament Medic. By the way, we're moving Tournament Medic up.
What spell did we
Also,
get?
why would you not take the Spell Slinger first?
I don't
In case
know.
you get, like, I don't know, something ridiculous.
I'm not sure. Arcane Explosion's not bad. Cool.
we nourish.
Nourish, and then probably Dark Iron afterwards to kill the 1/8, and then bop the 4/1 in. Assuming. Yeah, sure. Should have gotten mana crystals to establish dominance. Okay. Just gonna play this nice and safe. Safety first, guys. Safety first. Okay. Let's see what spell he got. Could be Twisting Nether. It doesn't matter. Could be Twisting Nether. That's a card I
It's
like
not
to
Twisting Nether.
see. Okay, so it could be a really good spell, or it just could be a really bad spell.
Well, I'm gonna Mukla with a Flesh Eating and Hero Power.
Sure. I don't think any of this matters.
If it doesn't matter, then I'm gonna Micro Machine. Nah,
No, just Flesh Eating then.
not Flesh Eating.
And push in the Dark Iron. Yeah.
For the wild.
Alright, Flame Strike me.
Yeah, Oberon, you're correct. It honestly shouldn't matter what we do. Like, MC Tech, okay, great. It's just Deathwing. It's always just Deathwing, right? And even
Yeah.
if he Deathwings, we might still be
We're
okay.
okay.
We're okay. Alright, cool.
That's annoying, but we get to use our Hero Power again.
Wait, he didn't kill the Mukla?
Look, man, I don't know. Things are happening.
Okay.
This is Spectral Knight. I don't even want to Sunwalker.
Yeah, Spectral Knight is a good idea. Oh, wow.
Power.
I like that placement, too. Ooh.
For the wild.
See what how he deals with this now.
Deathwing. It's got to be Deathwing.
I'll show them.
Okay.
Oh, he has a Mortal Strike.
Damn.
He got us.
You got us. I think that was fair. Mortal Strike versus Arcane. I just hate when you get one